Good morning. Today we're taking a look at workbook pages 37 and 38, and it is a review of graphing, finding distance between points, and also doing reflections. If we look at question number 1 on page 37, it says the map shows the location of J of Jose's house and the location F of the football field. Jose is going to Tyrell's house, and then the two of them are going to go to the football field for practice. Part A. Tyrell's house is located at point T, the reflection of J across the y-axis. What are the coordinates of points T, J, and F? So the first thing you should do is write down the coordinates for J. Remember, to get the coordinates, you travel down to the x-axis, write this number, travel over to the x-axis. Sorry, I said that backwards. Travel down to the x-axis, write this number, and then travel over to the y-axis and write this number. Once you have point J written down, remember when you want to reflect across the y-axis, you're going to end up over here. So we want to switch the x coordinate. When you want to cross the y-axis, you want to flip the x coordinate from negative to positive. Okay, so then write down what point T is. And then for point F, you just travel up to the x, write that number, and then travel over to the y, write that number. Remember, it's between this and this, so be careful when you trace over what this number is. Once you have all of those points graphed and labeled here carefully, then you're going to count how many units is it to go from J to T and then from T to F, because Jose has to travel first over to Tyrell's house and then down to the football field. So you've got to add the distance from J to T plus the distance from T to F to get how far Jose traveled. To get how far Tyrell traveled, all you do is count how many units from Tyrell's house down to the football field. So 2 answers for part B. Question number 2 says select the pairs of points that have a distance of 10 units between them. Mark all that apply. Now you could either graph these or you can just think about it. So if I look at on A, notice it's the y values that are different. I'm going from -6 on the y to +4. So think about a number line. How many units is it to get from -6 past 0 up to +4? And see if that's 10. For question B, think of a number line. You're going from -3 past 0 to +7. How many units would that be? For C, you're only going from +4 to +6. So think about a number line. If I start at 4 and I go to 6, how many units is that? And then for D, I'm going from 1 to 11. So, and this is a positive one. So +1 to +11, think of a number line. If I'm going from 1 to 11, how many hops is that on my number line? So think about these as distance on a number line. And you're only counting the ones that are different. Let's take a look at question number 3. On question number 3, you're going to graph 3, 8 for A. Now notice on your number line here, on your coordinate plane, you're counting by 2's. So think about where the number 3 would be on this x-axis. So you're going to go 3, 8, and then B is at -4, 8. Graph those 2 points. And then find the distance between them. So what's the distance between -4 down here to +3 up here? Again, think of it like a number line, counting from -4 up to +3. Question number 4. First thing, graph all these points on this. Remember, you're counting by 2's here, so be careful where you're graphing your points. Max said that the distance between the aquatic center and the Olympic Village is greater than the distance between the media center and the basketball arena. So the first thing you want to do is find the distance between the aquatic center and the Olympic Village. So how many units is it to get from +8 to -8? Think of it like on a number line. How many units to go from -8 all the way up to +8? How many hops would that be? That's your distance between those 2 points. For between the media center and the basketball, you're going from +4 to -8. Again, think of a number line. How many hops would that be to get from -8 all the way up to +4? Once you have those two distances, see which one is greater, which one is a bigger distance. Is it farther from the aquatic center to the Olympic Village than it is from the media center to the basketball arena? Show all your work here. How many units it is, the distance between those points. Pause until you're done. Let's see how you did. Question number 1. J is at -6, 8. So then I flip the x. T would be at +6, 8. Because when you want to reflect across the y, you flip the x sign. And then F is at +6, -5. Jose has to walk 25 blocks because he's got to walk 12 just to get from his house to Tyrell's house, and then he's got to walk 13 to get from Tyrell's house to the football field. Tyrell is only 13 blocks because you're going from +8 to -5, so it's 8 units to 0 plus 5 units to -5, which is 13 units total. For number 2, A, B, and D are all 10 units apart. For question number 3, those points are 7 units apart because it's 3 units to get from 3 to 0 on a number line, and then 4 units to get from the 0 to the -4. So 3 units plus 4 units is 7 units. Question number 4. To get from the Aquatic Center to Olympic Village is 16 units because 8 to get to 0 plus 8 to get to -8 is 16 units total. It's 12 units to get from the media center to the basketball arena because, again, you're going from +4, 4 units to 0, and then 8 units to get to -8. So 8 plus 4 is 12 units. So therefore, this one is farther. If you have any questions about graphing or reflecting, feel free to email me. Have a great day.